The following presentation is offered to the public as an introduction to BB gun and shotgun shooting. It is not intended to be a substitute for instructions from a certified firearms instructor. It's recommended that the viewers understand how BB guns and shotguns function and the basic firearm safety rules before proceeding. Due to the extensive amount of information in this video, viewers should watch the entire program more than once and not pass any section without fully understanding the information presented.
The exciting sport of shooting flying targets with a shotgun, wing shooting, is enjoyed by millions of people around the world. From Olympic competition to recreational shooting, wing shooting provides something for everyone. American trap, skeet, and Olympic trap are games that use this high gun or mounted technique. Other wing shooting sports such as hunting, international skeet, and sporting clays begin with the low gun or dismounted position. Unfortunately, learning shotgun shooting with a shotgun can be expensive, and it requires a large shotfall zone for safety. Instead, learning the low gun shotgun shooting technique with a BB gun is far less expensive and much easier, safer, and more enjoyable. This BB gun training technique teaches you to concentrate on the target, mount a gun in a consistent manner, and instinctively shoot where you are looking. There are several advantages to this method. The BBs are inexpensive, and they can be reused. The space requirements for instructional exercises is much smaller than with shotguns. In fact, classes can be conducted indoors as well as out of doors. The noise and recoil is eliminated when students use BB guns. This allows the student to concentrate solely on the target and gun mounting procedures. Finally, you can actually see the BB in flight. This enables the shooter or coach to make minor adjustments in the shooter's pointing technique. The purpose of this video is to show a step-by-step method of teaching wing shooting. This is not intended to be a substitute for an experienced or qualified coach. By understanding and practicing the concept shown in this video, you can improve your ability to shoot and enjoy shotgun shooting as a lifelong sport. To learn to shoot the BB gun or shotgun safely and successfully, it is important to learn the parts of the gun and how they function. Both BB and shotguns have three parts: stock, barrel, and action. The stock includes the butt, comb, grip, and forearm. The forward part of the barrel is the muzzle. The action is made up of the bolt, trigger, trigger guard, and safety. The safety is a mechanical device and should never be used as a substitute for safe firearm handling. The main difference between the BB and shotgun is that the BB gun has a charging lever which supplies the gun with air to fire the BB. Shooting both BB guns and shotguns requires the same basic firearm safety rules. First, always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Keep the action open until you're ready to fire. Always wear safety glasses. And when shooting shotguns, wear both eye and ear protection. This innovative BB gun training program can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. Just be sure you have a good backstop to catch the BBs. The indoor backstop can be either loosely hung carpet or canvas, which will prevent BB penetration and ricochet. Targets can be placed on cardboard boxes stuffed with newspapers or the specially designed BB target box. Both allow the BBs to be recycled. If outside, there should be a 250-foot safety zone. Targets should be set at a comfortable shooting level for the shooter. The firing line should be 10 to 12 feet from the target. The first step to learning to point any gun correctly is to determine eye dominance. This is vital to determining which eye to use and on which shoulder to place the butt. Here's a simple way to determine the dominant eye. You will need the help of a partner. Stand in front of your partner. Clasp your hands together, leaving a small hole about the size of a quarter. Keeping your arms straight, slowly raise them until you can see your partner's nose through the hole in your hands. The eye your partner sees is your dominant eye. Some people are cross-dominant. In other words, they use their right hand for everyday tasks, but their left eye is dominant, or vice versa. The best approach in cross-dominant situations is to learn to shoot from the dominant eye side. However, if this is difficult, you can cover the dominant eye with a patch or a piece of tape to blur the vision, so the eye on the dominant side will take over. With practice, you can be successful with either technique. In shooting sports, as in most other sports, the way you stand determines the way you move. You should feel relaxed and comfortable with your stance. If you're right eye dominant, the toe of your left foot should point towards the target area. Nestle the ball of your right foot into the instep of your left foot. Then, step out and back slightly with your right foot. The toe of your right foot should be pointing at approximately 2 o'clock. Make sure that your heels are close enough together to allow your hips to rotate freely. Your weight should be equally distributed with your shoulders square to the target. Your hips should also be square to the target with your head erect and your eyes level. Now that your stance is correct, you need to practice something that should come naturally, pointing at targets. Because you shoot the gun from the shoulder on the same side as your dominant eye, you will need to learn to point with the finger on the opposite side from your dominant eye. Try this pointing exercise. Concentrate and focus on a target. Next, point at the target with the hand opposite from your dominant eye. This is the hand you will use on the forearm of the gun. Notice how your hand naturally follows your eye to the target. As you practice this pointing technique, you should begin to develop strong visual centering skills, or target lock-on. This simply means that as you see the target, the eyes focus in on a specific part of the target. This intense, concentrated focus allows your eyes to guide your hand to point at the target without ever looking at the gun. Remember, the cardinal rule of instinctive shooting: the hand always follows the eye. Once you can point instinctively at the bullseye, you are ready to learn to handle the gun. Grasp the grip of the BB gun with the hand on your dominant eye side. Keep your finger off the trigger. Your other hand grasps the forearm with index finger pointing forward. This is the hand that points the barrel at the target. Tuck the butt of the stock slightly under your arm. Point the barrel forward with the muzzle held slightly below your line of sight. Hold your head erect with your eyes level. You are now in the gun-ready position. Every shot begins with this position. Your next step is to learn the proper gun mount. With your head erect and eyes level and open, bring the comb to your cheek. Bring the butt to your shoulder, rotating your shoulder slightly forward to meet the butt. Shift your weight to the forward foot. Your eyes should be aligned with the barrel without moving your head. This is the gun-mounted position. A cardboard tube or scope may be attached to the barrel. This technique ensures that the eye is over and aligned with the barrel. Standing in front of a mirror while you practice will help you be sure that you are mounting the gun correctly with proper eye-barrel alignment. Now that you have learned the gun-ready and mounted gun positions, you must practice the transition until the gun mount is smooth, fluid, and continuous. This is important because you are developing muscle memory so that the gun mount movement becomes an automatic conditioned response. As you practice, keep the following steps in mind. Assume gun-ready position. Head erect. Eyes level and open. Concentrate on target. Raise BB gun. Comb to cheek. Rotate shoulder. Shift weight forward. Eye aligned with barrel. Continue to practice mounting the gun. This exercise will give you the feel of the gun as you prepare to fire. Once you have developed a smooth gun mounting motion, you are ready to dry fire. The coach opens and closes the bolt, cocking the BB gun. Do not pump the charging lever at this time. Concentrate on a small dot in the middle of a large stationary target. The coach will touch your shoulder, signaling you to mount and shoot. Mount the gun and pull the trigger as soon as the comb touches your cheek, your shoulder touches the butt, and your eye is aligned with the barrel and on the target. Do not spend time aiming at the target. Simply point instinctively and pull the trigger. When the coach is satisfied that you have a smooth and instinctive pointing technique with the gun, you are ready to shoot a BB. Pump the charging lever. Then your coach will load a single BB. Shoot several BBs using the same smooth and instinctive point-and-shoot technique. The coach should always be sure that the shooter is in the gun-ready position and concentrating on the target each time before mounting the gun to shoot. Now, load the magazine with BBs. The coach continues to cock the gun and check to be sure you are in the gun-ready position before signaling you to shoot. Keep practicing until your BBs are grouped into a 2-inch circle on the target. If your grouping is off the target dot, you need to adjust your eye barrel alignment. Now you're ready to shoot at multiple targets in succession. This will teach you how to adjust to moving targets. Start in the gun-ready position. Wait until you feel a tap on either shoulder or the center of your back to cue you which of the 3 targets to shoot. Remember the instinctive point-and-shoot technique. Do not aim at the target. Concentrate on the target, react quickly, and let your instinctive hand-eye coordination do the work. Repeat this exercise many times. When you have consistent groupings on all 3 targets, you are ready to shoot moving targets. There are several kinds of moving targets which teach smooth gun movement and follow-through. When shooting flying targets, have another person throw the targets or operate the thrower. This person needs to be in a safe area behind and to one side of the shooter and coach. Remember the first basic rule of gun safety and always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. This practice on a variety of targets can be fun and help develop smooth gun handling techniques. Crossing targets teach you right-left and left-right gun movement or swing. Practice on these moving targets will help you develop an understanding of how much lead you need to hit the target. When shooting any moving target, remember that the basic shooting fundamentals stay the same: the proper stance, gun-ready position, target lock-on, smooth gun mount, and instinctive point-and-shoot. The final step in this program is to transfer the knowledge and muscle memory acquired with a BB gun to the shotgun. You and your coach use the same techniques with the shotgun you used in the BB gun exercises. Assume the proper stance and gun-ready position. Practice mounting the shotgun until your movement is smooth, fluid, and continuous. Mount and point the shotgun at a stationary target. Be sure the eye is over and aligned with the barrel. Load a dummy round and dry fire at a stationary target. Practice this point-and-shoot technique until you can operate the shotgun smoothly. Now you are ready to follow moving targets. Remember that the target thrower needs to follow the same safety rules you used when throwing targets for the BB gun. Follow a moving target until it hits the ground. This is called follow-through. Now, dry fire at a moving target, pressing the trigger the instant the barrel is aligned with the target. The final step is to use live ammunition. Remember, always start in the gun-ready position, concentrate on the target, and use a smooth, instinctive point-and-shoot technique. The fun of seeing your first clay target explode in the air makes this practice fun, rewarding, and worth the time you invested in learning instinctive shooting skills with the BB gun. You are now on your way to enjoying a lifetime of shooting sports. The sky is the limit.